everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the 49ers going up against the Saints.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Brought in left side by Snead. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Here we go now.
Lynch to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
In motion goes the tight end. Time running out here on the play clock. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Lynch looking to throw on second. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On first down, Simon out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw on second down, Simon. And his throw here's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On first and 10, Simon. Throw left side complete. It's Gardner. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on second and 10 now.
Let's go. Flick round. Flick round. Here we go. Flick round. 38.
Throwing again. Simon. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Lynch here off the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Just beating the play clock. Smith. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Our first update now from Cincinnati. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. It's taken to the 26. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Okafor in there to sack him for a loss of 6. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The play clock's running down. Now Lynch. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
throwing on first down. Simon going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Let's go.
To throw again, Simon. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Simon. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the interception, here's Lynch. And that's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Gun! Here we go now.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, Lynch. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Murray. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st down, Murray. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They find some open field here. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Lynch. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Mike Daniels forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Lynch now, work to do, certainly after that sack. This is 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Play action. It's Lynch. Forced out to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Come on, let's go.
Off play action. Simon. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first down, Simon. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Second down now after the incompletion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Off the play fake. Simon. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Simon. And that will be incomplete as well.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On second down, Kamara. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
The Saints on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big run that time by Murray. 61 yards on the ground. Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Flex round. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Simon. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. A big play to start the drive got them in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. This is Murray, and he'll get blown up up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Losing 6 yards there to bring up 4th. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On first down, it's Lynch. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The second quarter score from Cincinnati. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. Over. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play, had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
To throw on second down, Simon. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. First and 10, Simon. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So second and 10 here. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to the air on second down. Simon. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gardner. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run here. It's Murray. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Simon. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Time running out here on the play clock. And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Throwing, Lynch. He's got Lockett. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Here we go. Back there in Philly. Here we go. Back there in Philly. Here we go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
Again, it's Kamara. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tahir Whitehead leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now it's Lynch. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw on second down. Simon over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Around the NFL, they've gone to the third in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alex Okafor. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. To throw on second down. Simon. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Niners on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Simon. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now Lynch on 1st down. Lynch fighting, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on 2nd. The play clock's running down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lynch. And he whips that one incomplete there. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Saints on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Play clock winding down. 3rd and long. It's Smith. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returnable here from the 38. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Throwing on first down. Simon powers through. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. A.J. Klein able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw on second down. Simon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Looking to throw. Simon looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gardner. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. On first down, Simon. And his throw is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Simon. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
They go play action here on first down. Man open left side is Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On second down, here's Smith. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing is Smith. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. To throw is Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And that is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Browns in that game. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. That's complete right around the 8. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Again, Smith. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. To the air again, Smith. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. One last throw here for Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And that will write a